Josh Green for Tungsten Tales. Delighted to be joined by World Cup quarter-finalist now, we can say, Jeffrey de Graaf. Jeffrey, how are you doing today? No darts?
No Dutch. No, thank you for being here. But yeah, no, finally home now. No, I get a little break, so it's I'm doing good. But it's nice to have some days off.
Before we talk about the World Cup in a bit more depth, it's been a really busy period for yourself on the Nordic and Baltic Tour, the World Cup. There's been Pro Tours in midweek as well, of course.
Yeah.
How's it been the last few weeks?
Yeah, like I said, it's been very busy, but yeah, it's kind of the life of darts as well, I guess. You need to get used to it, and the more you win, or the better you get, the more you get to play as well. So now it's calm, but like I said, if I would have qualified for the match play, for example, then it was only 1 week that you get free, and then you're back on the record track again. So, but otherwise, it's going good. Playing better and better. So, yeah.
Having that tour card and being on all these events, how is it different and how is the lifestyle different to when you don't have a tour card?
Well, the biggest change is that I don't work at the moment. So I took free from work for well, first for 2 months before before the World Championships and also Q school. And then when I got my tour card, then I took 6 more months to kind of to get a rhythm and to get my level up because I knew I needed to get better. So I felt like I really need to give it a shot. So I took 6 months more off, and it worked. But now it's the end of the month. I need to make a decision if I'm gonna work again or if I'm gonna stop completely. So yeah, it's a big choice to get.
How much improvement have you seen in your game in that time, putting in the extra effort?
Mostly that I'm get more consistent. More consistent. I'm playing good games, but it's getting better. It's like higher level all the time. So I think I would say before I started, I would say my game was between 85 and 95, and now it's more like the 85s are basically gone. So now it's more like 90 and up and up. But yeah, I need to get better because I finally hit. Or I'm finally to start hitting 100 plus averages now as well, and that needs to be more consistent also. So yeah, I'm really working toward that point.
The World Cup was a great success for yourself and Oscar Lukasiak as well. That opening game you had 120 average. That doesn't happen every day, does it?
No, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. No, that was yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was in a good focus at that during that game because I knew they were going to be the toughest one or I believed they were going to be the toughest one in the group. But in the end, Gibraltar proved me wrong. They were playing good as well. So and yeah, but when you play like I did in that game, then it's it doesn't really matter who you get. I feel like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. It's just I could have missed everything.
How different is competing at the World Cup to all the individual events? Is it a different feel at all, or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, of course, yeah, it's less rhythm playing, so it's harder. But yeah, I like to play with Oscar. We play in the same team, so
Mm.
we see each other every week. So it was a real fun experience for me to do this. And yeah, then when you play good as well, it's great. But it's yeah, how different is it? It's completely different because you can't do anything alone. You need to rely on on your partner. And like I said, Oscar was, even though I had maybe better averages, Oscar was finishing great, and that made it also possible.
What was the expectation for you in that tournament going into it?
Well, the first thing is you want to get through to the group, of course. So the expectation is to get through, especially since Dennis and Oscar played really good last year. So it was a bit of pressure to follow that up. But yeah, I'm happy that we got through, and then it also depends on the draw, of course, because you don't want to draw one of the top four countries. And now we got Czechia, and I think we both felt like from yeah, it's a good draw. There's a good chance for both of us to get further again. But yeah, it didn't really. It was a weird game, that one, because we both. I had a feeling we both thought the same, and it really didn't want to connect. So then it was a yeah, it was a tough game, but I'm happy that we got it through to the end.
Reflecting on the Scotland game, it was oh so close. You had the opportunities, and on another day, you and Oscar would have won that game. How do you sort of reflect on it looking back?
I'm not sure if you should say on another day you would have won because I feel like we didn't do that much. We play doubles, but we don't play that many doubles on this level. So, but you only get small chances and you need to take them, I guess. especially like I think I missed twice 40 on the wire, and Oscar missed once also. So it's like from if that one was gone in, maybe we would have walked away. But yeah, now it's also yeah, it's Peter Wright and Gary Hansen, so they we have quality against you. So you need to take those chances to win. And yeah, we didn't. Maybe if I won the bull, maybe we would have 3 darts for the match. But yeah, didn't get that chance. But
Mhm. Do
yeah.
you feel like Sweden's a growing area now in darts? You've got yourself, you've got Oscar, Dennis Nilsson made the semi-finals of the WDF World Championship. There's a lot of good players in the area.
Yeah, for sure. Andreas Harrison also, of course, he's
Of
doing
course.
great. He's playing also Modus. Now we have Pontus this week in Modus, so we'll see how he's doing. But yeah, definitely Dutch is growing in Sweden a lot. It's also it's getting popular, more popular in Sweden. It's of course the Luke Littler effect. It's also happening here. But I would say like since last year's World Cup with Oscar and Dennis, and we had like every single week there was something happening and someone was doing good. Even was Victor or Anton or me or Oscar. Well, Oscar and Dennis they play great. So there was like every single week there was someone that was doing something good, and you get attention then, and it will be brought up in the social media aspects.
Hmm.
So that yeah, and we see that Dodge is growing there here.
You talk about the Luke Littler effect. We saw it a lot over here. Is it something that's sort of translated to over in Sweden and over in other countries, do you think?
Yeah, yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not just in the UK. It's I'm pretty sure it's happening everywhere because it's yeah, it's yeah, I don't know what to say, but it is happening. It is a big effect. There's people that's playing darts and they're starting to play darts. You see more in the pubs. You see them more often, and everyone is talking about them. So it's even when I talk about myself, when I ask like, "Oh, you're a darts player," but then do you know Luke Littler? I said, "Yep, of course I do." Because who doesn't know him? So it's yeah, it's always he's always being brought up. So it's definitely a big thing.
Got to talk about the big pro tour run you had a couple of months back now, making it to the final, eventually losing out to Brendan Dolan. I mean, massive opportunity for yourself in that event to make it that far. And how proud of yourself were you to have that run?
Yeah, of course, I'm very proud of it. It's something I never did before. So it's I already knew like from the start that that getting to finals it doesn't happen that many people. So I do know like when I am a Tour Cup before I had some good runs. Then twice it was Peter Wright that knocked me out in the semis. But now that I got back, I knew my level wasn't that great. It's not on my top. So I felt like from yeah, just take win by win. But the wins didn't show, didn't come. And then just I won like one game the week the tour before, and then just that weekend I won. The first day I won one game I think, and then the second day oh no, I won two games on the first day, and then the day after it's like from yeah, it's like I just took it game by game, and yeah, I just kept on winning. It was
When
unbelievable, a bit of luck as well, of course, because I had some mess ups against me. Uh, so yeah, I feel like from yeah, things have it was my day or my week, can we say, because also qualifying for two European tours, it was a great week for me, and it changed a lot for me on the rankings as well. Because if you take that week away, then it's I haven't done that much this year.
when you look back at when you previously had a tour card and sort of the BDO days when you were competing in the World Championship over there, how much of a different player are you now from then?
I think I'm more controlled now. More, I have a better control over my body. Let's say like that. It's like from I'm. I got when I got nervous before, I could miss the dot quite far away. Could miss the board even. It still happened. It still happened last Pro Tour, but that's more like a frustration thing. It's like from it doesn't go your way, and then you try to push the dot harder, and yeah, then it's just not going. So it's I'm better at staying calm. Let's put it like that.
Probably
And
quite an important one.
yeah. So yeah, that's I would say that's the biggest difference. Other than that, I'm not sure if it's. I wouldn't say my tops are better because I always had like a high level of scoring, but I could score quite good, but not yeah. And now I do it more often.
Hmm. We're in World Match Play Week, second biggest tournament on the PDC calendar. Got to ask you about a couple of talking points from that. We saw the first round draw out a few days ago now. Luke Littler against Michael van Gerwen. What a game to sort of
Yeah.
kick off the World Match Play. And how would you see that one going?
Well, yeah, it's hard to say, but yeah, Luke Litter he's in great form, of course. Michael is not in his best form at the moment. He's struggling. It feels like so. It's It's gonna be depends on how Michael is gonna show up. I feel like I think literally he's gonna play a great game, and what Michael does is he's up to it. So, but it's yeah, it's definitely a game that everyone wants to see, of course.
Do you feel like that it's the same feeling playing Michael van Gerwen now as to what it was when he was at his best, when he was playing his best darts?
No, that's the thing. It feels like it's easier to play Michael now because he's not that I say it like he's not ruling the the darts world by himself at the moment. And when I had took it last time, he was playing, so no one could stop him. So during that time, I really feel now it's like for me, and now you have chances. Even though I played him last was I don't know which pro tour it was, but then I got my ass kicked anyway. So, but it's yeah, Michael is Michael. You never know what to expect from him. He can well, you know he's playing good, but you never know how good.
Yeah. These big tournaments keep coming towards the end of the year. You've obviously got the Grand Slam, you've got the World Grand Prix, things like the European Championships. How much of a goal is it for you to get into these sort of tournaments?
Well, from my perspective, it was the only goal that I had was getting to the World Championships and the Player Championship finals,
Mm.
and it seems like that's gonna work. But yeah, the Grand Prix that's it's tough because it's a 1 year rolling table, so it's like yeah, it already start. What is it? It start the ranking starts in October. I feel like so you have like five to well, what is it? Or
Yeah, we
nearly
October
tournaments, 10
22,
tournaments
wasn't it?
already counting for them. So that was not really a goal for me. But it's still you need to be a top 32 player as well to get there over the year. So it's very hard to get there. But yeah, Grand Slam will be fun. But it's also one qualifier, and you need to come out on the day.
For those European Championships, look, you've qualified for the next couple of European tours. They're a
Nah,
possibility.
it's gonna be tough. I'm because I've only played two so far, and I didn't qualify for the upcoming two of them. So it's I think that's gonna be far away as well now.
Fair enough. Appreciate the time, Jeffrey. Well done over the weekend at the World Cup a couple of weeks ago now, and best of luck for everything coming up.
Yeah, thank you very much. No problem.